Alright guys, so today we're going to talk about the military weapons. Which ones are god tier, which ones you should just ignore. We're going to talk about, do a quick synopsis of all of these guns and their rating from top to bottom, which ones you should really spend your time god rolling, which ones are going to completely change your life, and which ones are more or less a waste of time. If you guys love what we're doing here with the channel, please use our supporter creator code. It helps us out so much in doing what we do here. Thank you so much, guys. It means the world. Okay, so let's get right into it. We're just going to go down the list here, and we're going to point out the best of the best. So, Whisper 45. This one here is a phenomenal weapon. Like, we're talking probably the most powerful pistol in the entire game. If you like semi-automatic weapons, then this is the one for you. You need to make sure that you get this one with weapon snare or affliction in order to achieve the maximum damage possible. So the next one is the Silent Spectre. This one is one of my favorite weapons in the entire game. I use it all the time. This one here is right up there with the Bobcat. It's even, in some ways, it's even better. But yeah, this one here excels so much at close range combat, and even has a, can shoot a little bit, further than the Bobcat without losing its damage drop off. Of course, you're struggling with bloom, so that usually goes out the window. But that said, from the short to mid range engagements, this one is super strong. It's so good. Oh yeah, oh baby, this gun, man. Sad they took it out of Battle Royale. It's a sad day for everybody. Alright, so next in line is the Bald Eagle. This one is, in my opinion, a complete waste of time. I don't like this gun. It's okay. It's not bad. It hits pretty hard. But I don't know. I just think it fires too slow. It fires too slow. This gun is overkill on small enemies. And fires too slow to effectively deal with small enemies, so you're going to get overwhelmed, so you got to use a different gun. So then you're going to use this one for what, long range? 4,000 is not that big a deal. I mean, it's pretty good for a pistol. If you're a pistol character, I could see this, this gun's pretty solid. It's got an extra 500 range compared to other guns, but again, it just, I find that it's, what is your target with this gun? Like, what is your goal? I just don't think that this gun has a clear functional purpose. So I personally would just steer clear of this one. Definitely not my favorite. Some people really love it, but for me, this is not the gun to use. I would not waste your points god rolling that one. I god rolled mine, and I never use it ever. Crossbow is a complete piece of trash. This gun is just the worst. This is basically like the Heartbreaker from what do we call it? The Valentine's event, except that it's just objectively worse. It's like, imagine that gun, except with a worse passive. Instead of having 30% bonus damage while aiming down the sights, you just have whatever, right? Affliction or snare, or some trash that doesn't matter. This one, yeah, it just doesn't work at all. And it has damage to slowed and snared on it, so you have that synergy of like, hit it once, do garbage damage, hit it twice, do big damage. Well, I mean, it's a slow firing weapon, right? It fires at 0.6, so when are you going to ever hit things more than once? If you're hitting things more than once, you're going to die. This gun just doesn't fit into a place that makes sense. The fire rate is so horrible, it just doesn't make sense that the damage isn't higher. The piercing is kind of nice, but honestly, this gun is trash. You garbage. So just skip that one entirely. The Groundpounder is a very strong weapon. It's kind of weird though. It's it only has 7 rounds in the mag, and it fires really fast, 4.5. So it fires super fast and has a small mag. So it's going to run out of ammo really quick, but it hits really hard. You can dump some serious pain down on the enemies very quickly. It is semi-automatic too, which I don't love. I don't love semi-automatic weapons, considering that this kind of lands in line with the Tiger Jaw. But the Tiger Jaw is fully automatic. I tend to like it better. But this one definitely has has its upsides, right? A really tight spread, stiff recoil, like it says, good for dealing a lot of damage very quickly, which I really love. So this gun is actually pretty darn cool, and you probably want to get, if you ever get the opportunity, you have excess materials, upgrades, you probably want to god roll this and give this one a try, because all the shotguns are very, they're all good, they're all high tier. There's no god tier, the Bobcat of shotguns. That doesn't exist. They're more just like pick your playstyle. So if you can find the gun that works with your playstyle, man, you're going to be in heaven when it comes to shotties. And this one could very well be the one that you're looking for, because it dumps damage hard. But you are going to be. So then we have Spectre, doesn't matter. Hacksaw. Hacksaw's trash. Hacksaw's a garbage weapon, and the main reason why is because this one just doesn't have crit rate. You can't get crit rate on this gun. Because it doesn't have crit rate, you're missing out on all the support perks of like Sledgehammer, which means you're just losing a ton of damage. It just makes it just doesn't fall into place with what makes the best guns. So even though it is a perfectly fine LMG, I just find that it does not keep up with the Terminator or the Mercury LMG. This one, just because it lacks the crit, it just will never see play. Bobcat, absolutely god tier. This gun is one of my favorite guns of all time. Well, it pretty much is my favorite gun of all time. If I had, every version of this gun, I probably just use this gun forever. It's a super close range, face melting destroyer with a massive clip and laser beam accurate bloom. You just couldn't ask for a better gun. This thing is just magnificent. You want to know what power feels like? Pick one of these up. After that, we've got the Tiger. Oh man, Tiger is fun. People underestimate the Tiger dramatically, I feel like. This one is basically a sniper rifle, a fully automatic sniper rifle with a slow drone, 4.55 fire rate, and yeah, this one is just so laser beam. Like one of the heaviest zoom scopes in the entire game, with pinpoint accurate shots, very hard hitting, just a beast overall. The only weakness this gun has is that it's a heavy zoom weapon, so you can't use it at mid to close range without no scoping, and that is not as effective as using a better weapon that's made for that that function. So awesome gun. Lynx does not get enough love either. This one definitely flies under the radar in terms of awesome weaponry. This is a fully automatic burst weapon, so you can hold the trigger down and it'll fire in bursts, and it is laser beam accurate. This thing is just insane. I've never had such an easy time hitting my shots. This one just absolutely shreds once it's god rolled. And yeah, if you like a fully automatic burst rifle style gameplay, this is the guy for you, man. What a monster weapon. Oh man. Oh, just a beauty. And then we got the Wraith. This is the crowd favorite. The Wraith, everyone loves the Wraith. It looks awesome. It feels awesome. It's got some bloom issues that makes so it's hard to shoot on the run. But if you're standing still, yeah, man, you're just going to melt everybody. The headshot on this gun is really powerful. Does huge headshot damage. It has massive crit rate. Just absolutely shreds. Has a pretty slow rate of fire for an assault rifle, but man, oh man, you won't find a stronger gun. Per mag, this thing probably, I bet you this one does more damage than any of them, because it just is a nice big mag with a really slow rate of fire, and it just kill, man, this thing hits so hard. So just a beautiful gun. The only weakness that this one has is that to use it at really close range is obviously it doesn't stack up against the Wraith or the Spectre or the Bobcat at all. This one is something you need to use from further out to really make the most of it. Then we've got the Obliterator. The Obliterator is my single most used weapon in the entire game. This monster is the king of Fortnite. It can shoot through anything. It can shoot through husks. It can shoot through walls. It can shoot through shields. It can shoot through riots. It can shoot through the floor, the terrain, the mountains, the level itself. This gun can shoot through anything and hit everything in its path. This gun you can even give this to a defender, stick them in a box, and they will shoot right through the box and kill everything from relative safety. So the Obliterator is the champ of Fortnite. It comes out of the military llama, and yeah, what a boss weapon this one is. This thing is just absolute power, and if you get your hands on it, you're going to be using it forever. This thing's even a glorified pickaxe. I use this to knock down buildings all the time as a primary function. So yeah, the Obliterator is just absolute god tier. So good. Last but not least, we have the quad launcher. Quad launcher is a perfectly fine gun. It looks cool, it feels cool, has a cool effect, burns the ground, does lots of damage, but it's fire, so it's really only amazing against yellow nature enemies, and because of that, I don't even bother using it. You know, if I want to use a rocket launcher, I'll use something, you know, just insane, like the Santa's Little Helper or the Neon rocket launcher, right? One of those two is much more effective, and the Neon you can go and research from the collections book if you don't have it. So very powerful tools. So that's the entire set for the military weapons. We've got some absolute top tier best weapons in the game. We've got some complete trash, but for the most part, this is the most powerful set in all of Save the World. So I hope you guys made the most of it. I hope you got all your guns, and I hope that this helps you decide which ones you want to now spend your resources on god rolling and having fun with. Because man, oh man, I'm telling you, Whisper 45, Silent Spectre, Bobcat, and Wraith, those are the absolute, and of course the Obliterator, those are the ones that you want to get multiple copies of for every single elemental situation, because they're so good. You're going to want to have like a gun locker full so that you can pick exactly the right tool for the right job, min-maxed to the extreme. Alright guys, I want to thank my Twitch channel so much for putting this idea in my head and having me do this video. You know, we stream for over 18 hours a day, every single day, no days off. Every single weekend we do an 81-hour marathon, so we are streaming all day, every day, forever. We don't take days off. We never stop. The VASH Corps will not quit until we are the largest gaming community on the planet. Thank you so much for all the support, guys. Thank you for helping us grow. Thank you for being a part of this. You guys are you're the best, man. You're the best. Just thank you so much, guys. You guys are awesome. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, ring that little bell, and leave those thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know which guns are your favorites. I want to know which of the military guns is your best of the best, because I know I use most of these guns all the time and I love them. So let me know what you guys are using. What's your favorite guns? All right guys, thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video.